Sorry for my guys. They don't make men's clothing. So, are bad. But either way, Athleta, it's a free community class. So that means you can come. But this is also the perfect opportunity to find that friend that you're like, oh God, some yoga in your life would be a really good thing right now. This is the time to sneakingly drag them to a class. It works really well. I can tell you this from personal experience. You're like, oh, it's a free class. Like, we'll do donations for Aim to Empower at the door. So you can even say, oh, it's good for a good cause too. And somehow you get to sneak them into a yoga class. After that, they'll have a free shopping not a free shopping hour, but a shopping hour in Athleta so that you can choose out any pieces that you want. They have a pretty great discount coming up for us in the store. But either way, it's going to be a really fun time. Philomena is teaching it. If you've ever had a bump or a bruise, you know that I send you to Philomena's classes because she's our anatomy instructor. She actually wrote her doctoral thesis on how to teach anatomy to yoga instructors. So she is really phenomenal. I give her a 10 out of 10 all the time. But again, July 23rd in the Athleta store, 8 to 9 a.m. Bring your friends. Okay, let's go. Child's pose. Take your knees out wide, fingertips up to the top of your mat. Big breath in. Sigh it out and press your palms down. Inhale. Sigh it out, press your hips down and back. Breathe in. Pause at the top. Breathe out. Pause at the bottom. This is your Ujjayi breath. Keep cycling it through. It's created with 4 parts. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. We'll use it for the entirety of class. So cultivate it right now. It's easiest to cultivate when you're not yet moving. So this is the moment. One more time. Take an inhale. Exhale. Rise up. Take downward facing dog. Now, these early morning classes, your body has more feedback than usual. So bend your knees, press your palms down. I love to roll to a high plank and then come back to downward facing dog. But the real thing here in integration in this first down dog is that you just prep your body for class. Check out where the aches are, what feels good, what things that you could probably do a little stretching in class. Check it all out. Inhale. Breathe out. Walk your feet up to the head of your mat. Take a halfway lift, long, flat spine. Pause here. I support this pose by putting my hands on my thighs so that I can really focus on pressing back through my sits bones and reaching forwards through the crown of my head. This is the first time that I want you to engage your core muscles. Take a deep breath in. Blow all that air out. Hug your belly up and in. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Hug your belly up and in. Hang and ragdoll. Now, ragdoll has a Sanskrit name, of course, that we translated ragdoll from, but in its literal translation, it means the intense pose. Bring your hips forwards 2 more inches so that you're putting weight down in your big toes. When I bring my hips forwards, usually what I feel is a huge stretch up the back of my legs. Look for that. Find stillness in the pose. Sometimes it takes an extra breath or 2 to really let something land. Let ragdoll, that deep stretch, land in your body. Stay for 1 more breath. That's it. Press your heels into the mat. Roll all the way up. Reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull it off over to the side. Go for the side body stretch here. Big breath in. Let it out. Let's swap sides. Right hand, left wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back through to center. Drop your hands down to heart center. We'll begin class like always. 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Breathe in, fingertips up. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift, big breath in. Chaturanga, blow all the air out. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. One more time. In, out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Press through your heels. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Out, out, out. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog on your exhale. 2 breaths. Press down through your pointer fingers into the mat. One more time. In. Out. Hop. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Lift through your side body. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Out the whole way down. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Pull your shoulders together on your back. Bring a little bit of softness to your knees here. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Drishti to the ceiling. Fold, eyes to the mat. Halfway lift. Look at one point. Chaturanga. Keep your eyes there. Up dog, eyes to the ceiling. Down dog, eyes to the back of your mat. Keep your drishti, this gaze, active. You're choosing one point to look at in every single pose. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain, drishti, gaze to the ceiling. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out, move, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Last one, extended mountain, up and back this time. Fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna move into our sun bees. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Sit as low as you can go. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Get low into this lunge, as low as you can. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Upward facing dog with your breath in. Blow all the air out, down dog, left side, warrior 1. Back foot flat on the mat. That's it, Carolyn. Exhale, hands down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Focus on keeping the vinyasa, the flow of the practice, even here in down dog. Inhale, exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, sit 2 inches lower than last time, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side, warrior 1. Breathe into the pose, exhale back out of the pose. Up dog, don't worry. Downward facing dog, left side, warrior 1. Inhale as you go up. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Up dog, downward facing dog. Man, you guys are setting a blistering flow this morning. That's it. One more time with your big breath in. Full breath out. Bend your knees. Hop. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Spread your fingers. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Press your pointer finger into the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Press the ball mound of your big toe down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog with your inhale. Down dog on the exhale. Left side, warrior 1. Press down. Come low in that lunge. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Upward facing dog into down dog. Take a sigh here. Let it go. 2 more times. In and sigh. Last one. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Feet to hands. Find that flow. Chair pose. Oh, wait. Yeah, fold, then chair pose. Good stuff. Breathe in. Fold on your exhale. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Flow into it. Back out of the pose. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Straight in. Back out. Upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Nice job. Take your sigh if you need one. Bring your right leg up into the air. That's it. Step your heel up as high as it'll go. Bend your top knee. Open your hip. Keep your right palm pressing down into the mat. Now stay here in 3-legged or flip dog. Press down through both heels. Lift up and out through that right hand. Mary Beth, you are very close to a whale there, my girlie. You can even bring your hand out to a cactus arm where you bend your elbow so that you're really looking here. Bend your elbow just like this. Oh, yeah, you got it. Stay for one more. Back over. I know I tricked some of you guys with that one. Left side, side plank. Sorry, right side, side plank. Yeah, right hand down, left hand up. Carolyn, you were correct the first time. Don't worry. Now, eyes up over your top hand. We're looking to create lift in this pose. Not only lifting up through your top palm, but maybe even up in your top leg. Josh, do you have it? Just 1 inch? Oh, that's it. 2 inches, 10 inches. Hands to the mat. Whew. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up into the air. I have to say, you guys are like every instructor's dream class. Bend your top knee, open up your hip. It's so much fun to come get to teach you guys that I wake up at freaking 5 in the morning, only for you. Come over, flip dog. There's a saying that we have about the 6 a.m.ers in the studio. We're like, they are tough. They mean business. Because nobody wakes up that early to go halfway in the class. You always show up ready to work. Stay for a breath. Back over high plank. side plank. Look at this. Y'all are overachievers. We're here in side plank at whatever time it is right now. Look to your top hand. Now let's go hard in the pose. Can you lift that top foot? Anywhere, just 1 inch. Big breath in. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Sigh. One more in, out. Right side, crescent lunge. Now, I haven't done these in crescent lunge in forever, but they're one of my favorite things to do. So get low in this lunge. You're going to want to really anchor down through the big toe in your right foot. As you get low in this lunge, here's what we're going to do. Inhale, knee up into your chest. Oops, I'm going to fall over. Yep, that's it. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, knee into your chest. Exhale, step back. 2 more times. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, step back. 1 more time. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, step. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. That's it. I think your other right, that way. Good stuff. Now, open up your arms. Nice job. See how deep you can get into the twist here? How big you can open that top hand up towards the ceiling. That's it, Jessica. See if you've got 1 more inch to come down into this front lunge. Stay for your last breath. On your inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Over into warrior 2. I promise in warrior 2, all we're going to do, get your front knee down to 90 degrees. Come down, down, down real quick. Extended side angle. This pose is so much better if you get really deep into the lunge in your front knee. See if you can come down even farther, bending this knee. Yeah. See if you've got more bend here. Keep coming down, half bind, full bind. That's it, Nancy. 1 more breath here. Get as low. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Left side, crescent lunge. Now you know what's coming here. Here's what I have to say about this crescent lunge. Get low. Using your hands in these step ups is super key. On your inhale, knee up into your chest. Exhale, step back. Inhale, knee into your chest, hands to your chest. Exhale, step back. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, step. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, step. Tilt forwards, hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Now, if you want to work your glutes in the morning, that is definitely the way to do it. Press down through the ball mound of your big toe. Press back through your back heel. You want as much length from your heel all the way up to the crown of your head. That's it. Nice job, Mike. See if you've got 1 more inch to get low in this lunge. Breathe in, rise, crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Your only goal for warrior 2 is setting up for this next pose. So as low as you can. 90 degrees in your front knee. Back foot is actually flat. Look at your mom's. There you go. Now down, down, down. Extended side angle. The stretch in this pose is just awesome. See, Angela, take your hand down to the block instead. Now reach this top hand forwards like you're giving me a high five. So what you can see in Angela here is that she's got a stretch running from the skinny end of her back foot all the way up the side of her body into her fingertips. That's what you're looking for, that big stretch. Stay for a breath. Exhale, put your hands down. Oh, Kim, I saw that hand bind there. Good job. Almost didn't catch it. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. I think 1 more. Inhale. Sigh for that exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Stay. Use your Ujjayi breath in chair. Keep building the pose. With each exhale, press through your heels. With your inhales, reach your fingertips up. So exhale, pressing your heels, hips low. Inhale, fingertips up. 2 more times. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, fingertips. Last one, stay for it. Breathe in, fold on your exhale. Bring your feet out to the edges of your mat. That's it. Wrap your pointer fingers around your big toes. Let your head hang. Deep breaths here. Feel the aliveness inside of your body right now. Feel the vitality of your breath, your heartbeat. Also, the sweat, the tapas that you've built, that heat, all of this is what it feels like to being alive in your body right now. There's something really special about it. It's different from 30 minutes ago, from yesterday, from last week, and it's different from what it will be a year from now. Feel how special it is to be you right here on your mat this morning. Bring your blocks with you for chair pose round 2. So blocks between your thighs. It's my favorite way to do the twists. So right between your thigh, sit low. Now, that's it. What I want you to do here is hug into that block with really everything you've got. I know. Press into your heels. Lift all 10 toes off the ground. This hugging into the block is going to help support your core. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. 3 breaths here. Keep hugging into the block. It's going to keep your knees in line. 2 more breaths. Sit low for it. Last one. In and out. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. 3 breaths on this side. Hips as low as they'll go. That's it. 2 more. 1 more time. In. Stay for the exhale. Breathe in, rise, chair pose. Fold. Drop your blocks. Bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Tuck your palms underneath your toes and let your head drop. Someone once asked, what is heaven? Heaven is like the mustard seed. Though the mustard seed is among the tiniest of seeds, it one day grows into the largest of trees. Like heaven, and like us, its potential is vast. We're all like this tiny seed. We all have flashes of awareness in which we realize that who we are in all our smallness has essentially to break apart in order for a new self to emerge. It's as though something whispers in our ear, I can't continue this way. Those moments can panic us into reaching out for a false bomb, a drink, a drug, a snack, a pat on the back, or even a chocolate. Or they can light the sparks of revolution and be catalysts for us to break apart so that we may emerge like a seed becoming a tree into a wholly new form. Crow pose. And that's it, top of your mat. You've got goddess squat or inversion options. Looking to slowly draw those toes up off the floor. Hug in through your belly. You've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Move through upward facing dog into downward facing dog. Take a breath in, blow that air out, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Right side eagle. Right arm under, right leg over top. Press in through both of your thighs. Yeah, see if you've got another inch or two to sit down into the pose. That's it. Keep breathing here. The pauses between your inhales and your exhales, these are the moments to find balance in the pose. Not holding your breath, but just waiting for those pauses. Switch sides. Left arm under, left leg over. That's it. Flex your raised foot. Sit down 2 inches lower into your bottom leg. Lift your elbows 1 inch higher. That's it. Good adjustments, everybody. Switch sides. Right arm wraps, right leg over. Now, as you sit here, slowly bring your elbows down to your knees. Use your belly to support this movement. It's going to be all about your ab muscles here. Keep your arms wrapped nice and snug. Lift your right knee up. Press your foot back for airplane. Arms stay wrapped here, nice and snug in eagle arms. You can even press your fingertips forwards an inch. Get a big stretch across your back. Unbind your arms. Go for half moon. Yeah, that's it, right over. I know sometimes we don't often connect these poses like this. Flex your back foot. Kick your back foot up 4 inches higher towards the ceiling. Stay for a breath in. On your exhale, bring both feet down. Hang. Forward fold. Rock right to left. This is like the best thing after a long equanimity pose because usually the sides of my hips hurt. So just swing right to left. They get really tuckered out in those poses. Rise up to standing. We'll take left side eagle. Left arm wraps under. Left leg wraps over top. Nice. Sit low down in your eagle. It's really going to help the next transition, okay? Slowly, elbows to knees. That's it. Just a slow migration. Set your drishti point on the floor now. Choose one spot that you're going to look at throughout all of these poses, okay? Keeping your arms bound. Airplane. Just airplane legs. You've got this. Ball mound of your big toe presses down into the mat super hard so that you can feel all the muscles in your standing leg firing. Half moon. Don't worry, we won't be here long. I promise to get you off of this leg. Lift your back heel 2, 3 more inches. For this final breath, look up to your top hand, reach. Exhale, feet down. Hang. It really is so much better if you'll just let yourself do a forward fold and then rock right to left. Roll the whole way up to stand. We'll take right side dancer. Right hand back to your inner ankle. Soft part of your elbow faces out. That's it. Flex your raised foot. Good stuff, Mary Beth. Just press here into my hand. Oh yeah, you got this, girlfriend. Don't worry. I do this every time somebody tries to assist me in equanimity. So here, go for it. Press into my palm. You've got it. 2 big breaths here. One more time. Exhale, bring both feet down. Good job. Swap left side, dancer. Left hand back, right hand forwards. Nice job, Maurice. Make sure that you're keeping that back foot flexed. Yeah, so that the strap doesn't come off of it. Good job. You can shorten your hands on that strap just a little bit next time, okay? One more breath. Bring both feet to the ground. Nice job. Shake out your legs. We'll go for round 2, okay? Right side, dancer. So these poses are awesome. Like specifically dancer is awesome because you get to try it twice. The first ones are like a warm-up round. They're just to sense like, okay, how does my body feel today? Now this second set is for pressing to the edge of the pose. Really look for all the length that you can get here, from your back ankle all the way up to your front fingertips. Press out to the edge of the pose, feet down. Shake your legs. Let's go for the left side, last one. Now, when you really start to reach the edge of the pose, you might fall out. And that's okay. Sometimes you reach the edge or you fall over it and fall out of the pose. That's all right. Playing with the edge of the pose is just about seeing how close you can get without falling over. And if you do, there's nothing wrong with that. Just get back into the pose. Last breath, press, feet down. Take right side tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Your bottom foot is going to come either to your thigh, your shin, or your ankle. You get to choose where. Anywhere but your knee, actually. Hands at heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest. When you're practicing, practice coming apart. I know that might sound counterintuitive. You're like, what is coming apart? I'm looking for instead of falling apart. Like instead of just letting everything go, see if in the change, in the transformation, you can come apart. There's some aspect of like maintaining some control, some composure there. Switch sides, left side tree pose. And equanimity, these balancing poses are really the best place to see coming apart. Because sometimes when you come apart in these poses, you reach the edge and you have to accept that you're going to fall over, okay? But what does that look like? How can you fall over and come apart instead of, puns intended, fall apart? Okay, feet down. Come to the head of your mat. Take extended mountain, breathe in and reach. Fold on your exhale. Big breath in, half lift. Chaturanga, breathe out the whole way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side, triangle. Take a long stance. Now, before you get down into your triangle, I want you to look at your feet. Notice how there's a little line on the floor here. I'm going to come closer to the camera for Maurice and Lisa. There's a line on the floor. My front heel draws directly back to the arch of my back foot. This is what you're looking for. If you're having a hard time visualizing that, just come to the edge of your mat so that you can really see the straight line here. Nice job. Good adjustments, everybody. Come down into your tree pose. Tree pose. Triangle. I mean, yeah, it's a really, I guess they're related somehow. I don't know how. Breathe here. See, Nancy laughs at my jokes, even when they're bad. Nancy, you get crowned my favorite this morning. Yeah, thank you. On your next inhale, rise to stand. Take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. I haven't done these guys in a little while. So what you're going to do in side facing, wide-legged is bring your fingertips just about to the edge of your mat. You want them stacked right beneath your shoulders. On your inhale, what you're going to, on your exhale, press through your pointer finger, come up high on your tippy toes. Really pressing down through the palms of your hands. Inhale back onto your heels. Exhale, come up high on your tippy toes, hugging your belly up and in. Inhale back on your heels. Exhale, come up high. If you're feeling pretty good there, you can start to take some little hops now. On your exhale, hop with both feet. So you try it, little handstand hops. Let's go for 5. Yeah, you can do the little handstand hops. 4. Check it out, just getting teeny tiny handstand hops in. 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Half split or full split variations. So for my half split people, you're coming down to both knees. Everybody slide to the front of your mat so that your right heel is off of the mat. If you have a towel or if you have something that'll slide on the floor, you can put that underneath of your front heel. Blocks are a huge help in this pose. You can use them under both hands or under just one. What I want you to do is actively think about pressing this right hip crease backwards. You're looking to create all the space that you can underneath of your front leg. Now what starts to happen here and why you have your heel off the front of your mat, see if you can slide it 1 inch forwards. Don't worry. Flex your front foot. See if you've got 1 more inch. I used to think that like a cartoon character, I would somehow get into a split and not be able to get back out of it. You can come a few more inches down. See how far you can go this time. But the thing is, or at least I've discovered in my practice, your body actually isn't going to press to that point where you're like, oh my God, we're never going to get out of this. Somebody is going to have to literally lift me up and carry me out of the yoga room. I'll never survive. It actually doesn't happen like that. If it does happen like that to you, then I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen it happen before. Flex that front foot. Now for this last breath, see if you've got 1 more centimeter to slide forwards. Okay, rock onto your right hip. You can literally fall out of the pose, slide your heel back, however you want to do it. Make your way to downward facing dog. And then we'll switch to left side triangle. That's it. Left foot comes up, long stance here. Draw the straight line from your front heel all the way to the arch of your back foot. Yeah, so you can bring this over a little bit more. That's it, like right here. Okay, good stuff. See how that's a little bit different? Now try it out. I got your block for you. That's it. Keep this back heel mounted on the ground and then bring your big toe up just 1 more inch. Yeah, so you're turning your foot ever so slightly. There. When you reach your back toes up towards your face instead of parallel with the back of your mat, so bring this front toe up here. There, just like that. What you're doing is changing the alignment of your thigh bone so that you protect your lower back. I'll do it 1 more time. So instead of your foot being parallel with the back of the mat, what I want you to do is turn your big toes up towards your face. That's it. So instead of straight, bringing them up towards your face. Nicely done, Carolyn. You can do that a little bit more too. So here, let me help. That's it. Keep this heel down. Bring the big toe up. There, just like that. Nicely done. Good stuff, Damien. All right, A+ everybody on your inhale. Rise to stand. Let's take side facing, wide-legged, forward fold. Now, I'm going to let you do any version that you want to here. If you've got like handstand hops or upside downs that you want to do, cool. You can also take your ninja lunges, moving side to side, or interlace your fingers and let them fall overhead. Our 6 a.m. classes, early mornings, you gotta listen to your body. Now, it's woken up. We've done a lot of waking up, okay? So you're really prepared to do a lot of different things as we move here into the back end of class. See what your body needs now, different from what it needed at the beginning of class. You can take your body scan, just scan through from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Like, how is everything feeling right now? Take one breath, get as deep into those folds as what you can. Walk your fingertips up to the front of your mat, and we'll take half split, full split variations. So left foot out front this time, off the edge of your mat, preferably onto something that slides. Right knee is pressing down into the mat. Left hip crease pulls backwards. So why this left hip crease is so important is that you want to keep your body weight directly up and down. This is really going to access the specific muscles that you're trying to stretch here in a split. What happens when you come down and then over to the side? See, suddenly my body weight's not here. It's actually over here. Is that you're really disintegrated. This is not a great spot for my hip, not a great spot for my back knee or my hip flexor on this back leg. So as you think about drawing this left hip crease backwards, what you're doing is making sure that you're staying stacked directly on top of your split. When I do that and I actually find integration in this pose, I cannot go as deep as what I can when I sit to the side. So it's okay if you're not as low as what you think you can go. Keeping the integration of this pose is much more important. Flex that front foot. Get all the length that you can out of the pose. See if you've got any deeper to go for a last breath. Come out of your split. You can do this however you like. I know they're tricky. There's no cute way. There's no graceful way to get out of them. So just do it how you want to. Move to downward facing dog. So from this down dog, on your exhale, roll out to a high plank, using your belly muscles to get here. Inhale, roll up to your downward facing dog. Exhale, over to a high plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, high plank. Just keep it moving back and forth for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. All the ab muscles working. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the whole way onto your mat. Good job. Let's take one locust pose this morning. So hands out by your side, shoulders back, press, lift up. Really what you're looking for in this pose is length instead of height. So see how long you can get from your heels all the way up to the very crown of your head, keeping your chin tucked. Look at the top of your mat. Breathe in, down. You can tick-tock your knees side to side if you'd like. Floor bow. We'll do 2 sets here. Hands by your outer ankles, feet flexed, press back, floor bow round 1. 2 breaths here. In, keep it moving, out. One more time, in and out, come down. Second set, hands by your outer ankles, feet flexed, press down, lift up, 2 breaths when you get here. Deep inhales, followed by full exhales. That's it. One more time. In, come back down on the exhale. Take upward facing dog. Hands by the outer edges of your mat. Breathe in, lift up through your shoulders. Knees down for camel. We'll do one camel today, just a quick one. Onto your knees, toes tucked underneath of yourself, hands at your back pockets. Lift through the center of your chest, straight up towards the ceiling. Take 3 breaths when you get here. You can do anything for 3 breaths, including this camel pose. Pretty sure you've got one more. On your inhale, roll up, sit onto your ankles, and roll the whole way back onto the floor, onto the mat. Press your heels down, lift your hips up, bridge pose, round 1. We'll do 2 sets of bridge pose and then 1 wheel today. So start setting up for all of these poses. Get your fingertips interlaced underneath your back. If you've got the space, do it. Now, once your fingertips are interlaced, press them down towards your heels. This is going to help you get both of your shoulders tucked underneath of yourself. On your exhale, back down onto the mat. Now, set up any which way you want to. Press down, lift up, bridge, round 2. This one's dedicated to your feet. Press your heels down, lift through their quads, so the fronts of your thighs. Activate your hamstrings, the backs of your thighs to get ultimate lift here onto the mat. Now, I told you, just 1 wheel today. You get to choose whether you're staying in this pose, bridge, or whether you want to go to wheel. We're going to do a 6 count in the pose. Are you ready? Set. Go. Press, lift. Move, inhale, bridge or wheel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. 1 hand on your heart, 1 hand on your belly. Breathe. Take happy baby. Hands by the outer edges of your feet. Rock right to left. Pull your lowest sacrum down towards the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock head to toe 3 times, the whole way back and the whole way up. What we're going to do on this 3rd time is roll over onto your belly. Bring your elbows so that they're really just out in front of your shoulders and maybe a little bit wider than your shoulders. Come the whole way onto your mat. On your inhale, lift up into cobra. So your shoulders are pulling back, really lifting through the center of your chest until you can feel a stretch in your ab muscles. On your exhale, come the whole way down. Inhale, come up into your cobra. Exhale the whole way down. One more time. Inhale, up into cobra. And on your exhale, come to a forearm plank. Now, when you're coming up here in your forearm plank, a little hunch in your spine, actually. I know that's very counterintuitive. That's not what you heard in gym class, but just a little hunch. On your exhale, you're going to drop down to cobra. Inhale, come up, forearm plank. Exhale down into cobra. Inhale up into forearm plank. That's it. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, forearm plank. Move back and forth. Keep it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Do you feel your ab muscles? 4, 3, 2, 1. Come the whole way onto your mat. Good job, guys. Drop your knees side to side. I know that's a big one. On your next breath, bring your left leg up to like a half pigeon leg. So it's off the side of your mat like the half pigeon frog. This is actually half frog that you're in right now. What I want you to then do is take this right arm that's currently on the floor. You're going to thread it underneath of your left arm. Yep, good stuff. Bring your left arm up. Sweep it over to the other side. Suddenly you're in supine twist. How do you get here? I know, it's magic. Breathe. As you breathe, let your shoulder melt down onto the mat. Lift this knee just a little bit. Nice job. Put the block there. I'm going to sit one underneath your arm too, so it's not hanging out there in space. A block under your knee can always be helpful. Stick that right under there. Good stuff. With each exhale, let your shoulder melt down onto the floor. Lift this knee ever so slightly. Awesome. And I'm going to stick this block right under there. Good job. Keep breathing. There's something about the twists I just love. They feel so good in your body. Like the longer that you stay in them, the better and like more magic they become. I think Mike just laughed at that. I promise. There are good things to come out of twists. Take a deep breath in. On this exhale, sigh it out. One more time with your breath in. Sigh on the exhale. Now you're going to bring your top hand over, basically essentially roll back onto your stomach. We'll get into this pose the same way on the next side. So all the way on your belly. Bring your right knee this time up into the side. Right hand stays on the mat. Left arm is going to thread through. Then your right arm comes up and over to the side. If you have a space where your knee is up off of the floor, grab your block and sit it underneath your knee for a little support. If your arm is really hanging, you can grab a block and stick it under your arm as well. If you need a secondary block, I'm going to come around with one to help sort out this pose for you. Yeah, you've got that. Here, let me help you arrange this. So we're really looking to support your elbow here. How's that? Good? Okay. Nice job, Josh. I'll grab you a second block. Nancy, I'm going to sit this right underneath your arm. There you go. Just so you've got a little more support there. Now you've got a lot of space in this arm. See if you've got any more. Ooh, that's a lot of twist. Here, bring it out. Maybe it works there. How's that? Okay. Breathe. Deep exhales are what really can make or break a twist. Each exhale, blow all the air out of your lungs. Like really get empty so that you've got space to create twist in your spine and your body. You drop that elbow down. Sorry, didn't mean to surprise you. No problem. One more time, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Roll the whole way onto your belly. Come out of this pose. That's it. And then roll onto your spine. So don't worry, you can just stay exactly as you are, rolling onto your back. Take Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Close your eyes. Listen. Listen to the sound of your breath, to the sound of your neighbor's breath. Listen to your heartbeat. You're welcome. Take Shavasana. Let your legs go long, arms go long. There's a cold eye towel by the upper right-hand corner. Oops, yeah, I was on the wrong side for that one. Of your mat. Let your body find stillness for you. Whenever your mind starts to wander away from this mat and what you're feeling right here, start listening for those noises again. The sound of your breath, sound of your neighbor's breath, your heartbeat. Take a deep breath in, followed by a full sigh out. Take your inhale, exhale. Bring movement back to your fingers, back to your toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock onto the right side of your body, forehead on the mat. Make your way up into a seated position. Good job reorienting yourself. Your inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. We'll close class today with 3 ohms, a sea of ohms. When your first ohm ends, roll straight into your second one. Don't worry, we'll wait for everybody to come and become complete. So whenever you're done, that's when you're done. Take a breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together, we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, everybody. It was so good to see you. If there's anything that I have from today's practice, is see in your life where you can let things come apart instead of fall apart. Just take that little piece of inquiry work, some self-discovery today, and look at, how your life happens today. Just check it out. Get curious. It was great to see you all this morning. Thank you again for coming to practice. Maurice, it was great to see you at home. And for everybody else who might take this class in the future, it's great to see you too. Bye.